It's Phil Lindemann with your Krystal 93 News at 4. A recovery crew armed with a crane and a canoe saved a Zamboni last night when it slipped into Keystone's largest ice skating pond. Krystal listener L.B. Wilson saw it all from Lakeside Village.
I noticed maybe a fire truck or some big, huge truck going down a sidewalk behind the lake. And I thought, well, maybe they're putting some Christmas lights up or something because it had a big crane thing on the back.
4 hours later, the machine was back on dry land.
They were very, very patient, and they were very methodical and pretty quick.
No injuries reported. Krystal 93 is waiting on a statement from Keystone Resort. A felon with a warrant from Summit County was caught near Silver Plume this week. In his vehicle were rifles, ammunition, and tactical military gear, including fake federal IDs. Clear Creek authorities arrested him with no incident. 2 CDOT employees and a passenger were killed yesterday when a Jeep collided with a CDOT truck. It happened on Highway 6 near Grand Junction. The 59-year-old driver is now in custody on 3 counts of vehicular homicide and alleged DUI. One of the CDOT workers, Trent Umberger, was a plow driver on Vail Pass. Town of Frisco has a plan to revive Well 7. It's a town water supply tainted by forever chemicals. And that plan looks a lot like a giant Brita filter.
It's essentially just a very big version of what you might have on your sink or your refrigerator at home. Basically the same technology. It works well. It filters out PFAS and many other contaminants.
That was town engineer Chris McGinnis.
Well 7 has been shut off for several years. Once it started testing positive, that well was shut off, disconnected from the system. Frisco and its contractor on this project host a public meeting tomorrow, 5 p.m. at Frisco Town Hall. Estimated cost for this giant filter, $9 million. This week on the State of Summit.
There's people that really support the union, and there's people that feel neutral about it, and there's people that feel really strongly against it.
That was Keystone ski patroller Jake Randall with the new Keystone Ski Patrollers Union.
It's been a learning curve for sure. You know, you want to represent people that don't necessarily agree with the viewpoints that you have.
Today, he and members staged a walk-in, showing solidarity with other patrol unions as they negotiate a new contract.
A lot of our gripes aim towards upper management, not necessarily our local leadership. I'd say our direct patrol leadership has been awesome.
The union and Keystone leadership both say talks are moving forward, but the process is not quick.
Just trying to navigate all of that at the same time can get kind of tricky, especially when you have other resorts like Park City that are a little more in the headlines than we are.
At Breckenridge, the patrol union is in year 2 of its second contract. Patroller Victoria Bartel.
We're doing everything we can to work with the company and with the ski area to operate Breckenridge. It's a huge mountain and it takes a lot of work.
Breck won incentives for veteran patrollers in its latest contract. They did not win a raise for over 120 full-timers.
We'd really like our wages to reflect not only the work we do, but allow us to live and work in the towns that we're here with.
Like Keystone, Breck Patrol says negotiations have been respectful.
Fortunate that we've had that experience so far in the past, and I also feel hopeful that that is going to be how it continues to go as we enter new negotiations this spring.
The Breck contract expires end of this season. Tune in again next week for the State of Summit on Krystal 93. Brian W. York, also known as Bumpy, bar manager at Dillon Amp, he's going to Sting at Red Rocks this summer, and all he had to do was follow Krystal 93 on Facebook.
Sting's a legend. Guys like that, you never know how much longer they're going to be playing for.
Brian is the latest winner on the Facebook 14er. It's our giveaway to reach 14,000 followers. Just follow to win. In sports, U.S. Olympians Chloe Kim was top qualifier for women's snowboard halfpipe at the U.S. Grand Prix in Copper today. Joining her Friday for women's finals are U.S. riders Maddie Mastro and Madeline Shafrick. For the men, Summit's own Chase Blackwell squeaked into the final. Joining him Friday are 3 other Americans and 5 Japanese, including Ayumu Hirano, plus Australian heavy hitter Scotty James. Tomorrow are ski qualifiers. And in local sports, open now at Vail are China Bowl and Blue Sky Basin. You'll have turns off Skyline and Pizza Express only back in Blue Sky. This despite dwindling snowpack at Vail, 8 points below average today. Phil Lindemann, Krystal 93 News.